Like already, I hate this three of them that I don't like. The Raptor, I hate the fucking Raptor. That's like the That's like the worst one for me because the fact of you basically just turn any dead body into a necromorph and just imagine, just imagine, just if you don't focus in on the fucking Raptor, you're gonna get your ass railed. But holy shit, I, I'm tired. I don't know how to feel now because of what the fuck I gotta deal with. Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. It's the one. It's the one that. This one that's like kind of flapping his wings with the whole thing on your head and just going yoink. It's the. It was the one when the first when you first opened the game that killed Franco. That was a raptor. No, no, thank you. That one's the worst one for me. I remember seeing that shit in Dead Space 1 when it turned the freaking captain on the USG Simora into one of those things. I lost my shit. And every time I see those things crawling around, my first thought is to kill those things because if you don't kill those things, you're just going to deal with a whole like a mob of those necromorphs. So you have to kill those raptors because otherwise you're fucked. What part was that in Dead Space? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 fucking second. I'ma show you that shit. It was episode 5. Cause I was it was literally you should if I have is I'm so glad I have it on my Dead Space playthrough of like the one I was talking about. Cause that shit, oh my god. I remember my first I remember seeing that shit for the first time. I was like, bro, no. No. Why, game? Why are you gonna show me something like that? This one. There it is. I'm gonna pull it up right the fuck now. Right around here. Because I had to get to the morgue to get the thing. Look at me. Look at my fucking not like naive ass. Not gonna assume something about to go down. Literally, all I assumed was like, oh, it's not gonna be too bad. There's dead bodies on the ground. I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna say, and I think I say this in the video itself. Um, when I first saw the raptor, my first initial thought was it was gonna grab his body and fly up into the vent because it came down from the vent, so I thought it was gonna take his body out of the vent, and I was gonna chase after and try to find his body again. That was my assumption, and then my assumption was got. Oh, let's flow that shit out the window, and just say nope. Oh god. And then as soon as I saw that, yes, there's dead bodies on the ground. Yeah, I didn't assume. I never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind. But at the time of when I was recording this, of how the Necromorphs became that way, it never crossed my mind. I don't recall throughout the footage. Like I don't recall how it was being made. But the second that the Raptor, because this is one thing I gotta say for sure, this is the best way to introduce a monster in this game. This was by far the best way to introduce like a creature in this established world because all you see is dead bodies. They're like, for context, in the game story, in USG Ishimura, there is 1,000 people on board, and throughout the entirety of the whole game, there's no one. You don't interact. You don't meet anyone. You're basically you by yourself. Is either you, Hamid, or Kendra. It's either all that. It's literally just you by yourself traversing this whole section. Now, throughout all of Ishimura, there's a whole bunch of dead bodies. In all Ishimura, there's also necromorphs. There's no point in the game that tells you how the dead bodies are changing. There were a couple instances of like the audio logs that says that their bodies are reacting in a weird way, and they basically have to fight against their crewmates. Some of them yes, some of them no, but not in a way that it is established like this. There was nothing in the audio logs that I'm aware of that shows that there is a creature that's able to transform other people into the necromorphs. And the raptor is one of the best ways to introduce a creature. Introduce like reinforces or establishes how necromorphs are created. Literally, from just the moment that it drops down from the vent and takes the captain's body and it transforms it, and you can see it transform its body into one of those things. Not only that, in the original game, it transformed into an elite version, which is a lot more stronger than the initial necromorphs. But still, it's established that it transforms into it. And then the moment that it is made, I was in total terror until the second that it broke open the fucking glass. Boom!
Oh god!
I did not think I had to fight. And then the second that I broke shit, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh
I'm
god!
fucked.
Oh god! Get that shit away from me! You, no! You get that shit out of here!
And then after when I died, I don't know, I died in this section, and I was explaining how like that I didn't expect that shit.
Did that fucking thing really just...
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then after I defeated the thing and got the thing, like and just in retrospect, like I look back on that and I see all the
kept going. It would have turned every single one of them into those creatures that the cat.
that the raptor is by far one of the most horrific character like monsters in the entirety of Dead Space. I will say that right then and there. Just imagine out the fucking blue, like Franco did, just that thing just came right behind you, stabbed you in your head, and you transform into those things. Imagine just only one or like a couple dozen of those things. And I don't know what's the actual name of them. Give me 1 second. I want to find what's the actual name of them. They're the Infector. That's a better name than what I gave them. They're called the Infector. The engine transfers after you stop. Yep. That's why when they jump on you, you gotta press E to go. Their main fucking thing gonna stab you in the head. So you gotta. So I realized when I was editing is that if you shoot their stinger, they instantly die. So you don't have to worry about that shit. But they sound. Oh my god, that is the actual name of. That is the actual name of it. I like Raptor better, but it sounds cool. The Infector. The Infector's sole purpose is to spread the Necromorph contagion, thus creating more Necromorphs to spread the infestation. Formed from... Oh god. That is terrifying. Holy shit. Scorpion pincers. Cool. So, I'm not gonna try to spoil myself with a whole bunch of shit, but it says here, so they're formed from a human torso and legs. Its wings are formed by a flap of skin from the chest and fused between the former post bent and broken legs. The jaw collapses within the body, and the rest of the head breaks and twists to its proboscis, and feelers with the spine provide support and attaching points of articulation movement. The proboscis is made from mutated bone, muscle, and spinal tissue is the delivery mechanism for the pure necromorph tissue used to infect your new host. This is done by enveloping the host with its wings, extending the proboscis from the spinal cavity, and then stabbing it into the skull to inject a yellow fluid stored in the internal bladder. In any room with the remains of crew members, these are the beasts that should be taken out quickly before you can overrun with newly created necromorphs. Yep. I don't you dare. I don't want that image. So in spinal tissue is the delivery mechanism for the pure necromorph tissue used to infect your new host. This is done by enveloping the host with its wings, extending the proboscis from the spinal cavity, and then stabbing it into the skull to inject a yellow fluid stored in the internal bladder. In any room with the remains of crew members, these are the beasts that should be taken out quickly before you can overrun with newly created necromorphs. Yep. I don't you dare. I don't want that image. Huh. That's I Jesus Christ. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No. No thank you. I will not be dealing with that.